Hi everyone, it's Maybelle. I'm back with another reading. We're going to do a reading on the Mars, Uranus, and North Node conjunction at 18 degrees of Taurus. That's occurring July 31st or August 1st, depending on where you are. It should be an exciting energy. Mars being the planet of action and kind of impulse, and being a fire sign, and Uranus being the planet of the unexpected, of breakthrough, of shakeups, of electricity, of shocks, of it could be technology, it could be lots of excitement or something exciting. Definitely can be shakeups and can be disruptive. The North Node, though, is the future and kind of life path or the life journey area of a person's chart. So when we talk about Mars and Uranus kind of stepping in and some of these energies together causing a reaction that ends up putting people on their paths. So to see what part of life is going to be most affected for you personally, you're going to want to look at where you have 18 degrees of Taurus in your chart. And so most Taurus signs are going to feel it strongly, especially at 18 degrees of Taurus. Directly opposing Taurus is Scorpio, another fixed sign. So Scorpios are probably going to also feel it, as well as Leos and Aquarius. Those are the other fixed signs of the Zodiac. There are fixed signs, mutable signs, and cardinal signs. The cardinal signs kind of like taking action, instigating things and beginning things. Mutable signs can kind of be fixed and stable, but at the same time they're mutable. They can change, often without too much, discourse or negativity. But the fixed signs, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio, may have some difficulty with change. So these changes sometimes seem to be maybe forceful or unwanted. So we're going to look at some oracle cards for each individual sign. We're going to start with Aries and go around the Zodiac, looking at the area of life affected. The how is this area being affected. The action, so that's going to represent the Mars energy. The area of the breakthrough, and that's going to represent the Uranus energy. And the future, or the North Node, kind of life path energy, or the direction that this may put you like in that direction for life path or life journey. Alright, so if you haven't yet subscribed, please like, subscribe, and share. Share the video with others that you feel it would benefit. Any interaction helps the channel grow. At this point, I have a lot of viewers that are not subscribed still, so please subscribe. That helps the most, and I appreciate all your love and support. And any comments too, feedback is great. I love to hear your comments and also see any ideas that you have for future readings. Alright, so we're going to get started. We're going to go ahead and start with Aries. So Aries, we're going to see what area of life is being affected the most by this Mars-Uranus North Node conjunction for Aries. Okay, Owl Spirit Wisdom, and that's card number 27. 2 and 7 together make 9, which is close to a cycle completion. Nines are cards of wisdom, or numbers of wisdom, of spirituality, of connectedness, connection with God's Source Spirit. You may be receiving bird messages, specifically owl messages, and or there is some type of transformation coming with the 9 that would be almost a 10, almost a cycle completion. And there's the butterfly wings, or the shadow of a butterfly wing. So perhaps getting ready to emerge as a butterfly, have some type of transformation. You may be seeing butterflies, you may be seeing owls. Okay, for Aries, the how of this energy. Okay, Milky Way perspective. So there's something that you know or something that you can sense, and your perception or your perspective may change. Maybe something you learn or some type of knowledge. Okay, what is the Mars energy for Aries? What is the action for Aries? The action for Aries. Okay, pleasure. So pleasure does talk about savoring your life, stopping to smell the roses, kind of doing the things that you find pleasurable. It does have this walkway here that I always kind of take to mean like the life path or the life journey. And since that is what we're talking about with the conjunction of the North Node, it may be to look at life in a new perspective, the wisdom to kind of find what makes you happy and go towards that, go in that direction. Okay, next we're going to ask what the area of the breakthrough is. So this is the Uranus energy for Aries. The area of the breakthrough of this conjunction, the area of the breakthrough for Aries. Okay, the 5th house, where you have fun, romance, and create things you are proud of. Okay, so you're going to want to look at where you have, what you have in the 5th house, but the 5th house is normally a Leo house, a Leo energy. That's a romantic house. It is a house of creativity, of sex, of dating, of early childhood or children. And with the pleasure card here, something may be shifting about in your dating life or in romance, or your perspective may be shifting. There's some type of breakthrough. Okay, what is the future energy or the North Node energy of this conjunction for Aries? Okay, willpower. So the willpower card talks about having the strength because there's some type of temptation. So there's a temptation to either stop something, to drop the weight of these. So she has the weight of like the world and the weight of the moon here. And this is the first time that I've ever really noticed that they have like a light and it's connecting the two. This may have to do with the eclipse energy that happened back in April of 2022. You know, what happened during that time in a solar eclipse. at 10 degrees Taurus. Maybe something that you started at that time, or something that happened at that time. The willpower, the wisdom, and the perspective to create or to follow the path. Something having to do with kind of maybe doing what you love, or like savoring your life. And again, because this is pleasure and this is romance and dating and sex as well, it may have to do with something you're being tempted. But this talking about the future, so in the future you may be tempted, but you will have the willpower to kind of, you know, have a new perspective and the wisdom. To live life fully and to follow your passion. Alright, so that is what I have for Aries. Next up is Taurus. Okay, Taurus, this conjunction is happening at 18 degrees in your sign. So you may be feeling it. And you might not be feeling it yet. You may be just sensing it is on its way, because Uranus and Mars, and it can be like an abrupt kind of shakeup or something kind of happening quickly. So we'll see. It doesn't mean that the area of life won't be affected for a long time to come, especially since we're talking about the North Node and being life path or life direction. Right, so area of life affected for Taurus. Area of life affected for Taurus. For the Mars, Uranus, and North Node conjunction. Just one card, please, for Taurus. Okay, Dragon, Power, and that's card number 11. 11 is a master number. You may be meeting a soulmate. 11, 11, you may be seeing repeating numbers, repeating ones, 1, 1, 1, or 1, 1, 1, 1, 11, 11. This may be a time that you find your rest can help you find your inner strength or your power. The area of life, you may feel this energetically. Okay, the How for Taurus. The How of this conjunction for Taurus. Okay, Iceberg, Submerged. So submerged would be the things below the surface, beneath the surface. Just like the things that you can't see. I'm feeling like you just can't put your finger on it. Looks like the moon or a big bright orb is on her back. And you may benefit from doing like meditations, healing light meditations especially. Okay, for Taurus, what is the action? What is the Mars energy for this conjunction for Taurus? The action for Taurus. Okay, healing chaos. So yes, so I would definitely recommend finding like meditations. If you need to see a doctor or a therapist, please see one for healing. Alright, so it talks about power, so that could be about your vitality, your energy, your strength, and iceberg being something being submerged, and healing chaos. So healing chaos talks about sometimes things seem chaotic, but that is just to put you on the right path, or to offer up some healing into an area that needs to be healed, that maybe something has been swept under the rug, and since there is that card there submerged, it may just be that something has been for a long time kind of just swept under the rug. And healing chaos can talk about stirring things up a little bit, so mixing things up, changing things to cause that area of life to be healed. So the action might be to trigger healing. Okay, the area of the breakthrough for Taurus, the Uranus energy for Taurus, the area of the breakthrough for Taurus. Okay, the 11th house says where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. Okay, so I did say 1111. If you are seeing 1111, you may want to wish, because this talks about the 11th house, and it talks about wishes. Cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. So this may be something having to do with healing, 11th house relationships, something having to do with friends, having to do with luck. She may be feeling alone, so you may be feeling alone, maybe alone in your trauma, alone in whatever it is that you have kind of submerged, whatever you have hidden, something that you maybe haven't even talked to any friends about. Again, if you need to talk to a professional, please do so. We're going to look at the future, the North Node life path energy for Taurus, the future of this Mars-Uranus North Node energy for Taurus. For Taurus. Okay. So Taurus 2 came out, and it's boundaries and blessings. So the blessings card here reminds me very much of the Dragon Power card, gives me a similar feeling. And also with the 11th house and the wishes and the luck, it's like blessings or wishes granted, looks like in this card. It could be that this is a blessing in disguise. This could be how you are being blessed, how you are being protected. This could be maybe healing some type of energetic blockages that have been submerged. But it looks good with the power card there, the blessings. And I mean, this doesn't look like a debilitating or kind of like a bad card. It looks like she is kind of powerful. Look at her face, very kind of like secure in her set kind of boundaries to protect herself. So it may be healing from friend situations or from social situations, and you may be experiencing blessings here coming up in the future. So it looks good, a time of healing, chaos, but the future looks good. All right, So that is what I have for Taurus. Thank you for watching. Next up is Gemini. Hi Gemini. Alright, we're going to look at what area of life is being affected the most in this Mars-Uranus conjunction, the North Node at 18 degrees of Taurus. What is the area of life being most affected for Gemini? Okay, Dragonfly Spirit, change. And that is card number 12. 1 and 2 make 3, which is a number of collaboration, teamwork, working together, triangles. Dragonfly Spirit, I saw a bunch of dragonflies today. Seems like they come out when I go outside. I do have a spiritual connection to them, so they're always nice for me to see. Whoops, we just dropped some cards, hang on. Okay, sorry Gemini, I had to pick up all the cards. Alright, so next we're going to look at the how for Gemini. How is this conjunction affecting Gemini? How? Okay, autumnal equinox and its release. So letting something go. There's some change in how you let something go, or something changing and you're going to let it go or release it. Okay, what is the action for Gemini? This is the Mars energy. What is the action for Gemini? Okay, stillness. And stillness is a card of being still, obviously, and kind of just being open to the signs, symbols, synchronicities, to the messages from God's source spirit. And like I was saying, the dragonflies are a symbol for me. You may be also seeing koi fish there, or those lily pads and little flowers, lotus flowers. Swans, but there is some type of change happening. You're being asked to be still, or in the stillness you're going to find how to kind of let it go to God's source spirit. The area of the breakthrough. So this is the Uranus energy for Gemini. Area of the breakthrough for Gemini. Okay, Pluto, your ability to transform, take a big leap forward and rebirth. So that looks big. You have change, you have Pluto, and you have a release card. So, and that's having to do with Uranus. Okay, what about the future North Node life path energy for Gemini? Having to do with this conjunction for Gemini. And Pluto, the area of the breakthrough, that may be really good. The Pluto area could be an area of life where you have been having power struggle, or lack of control, or issues with someone trying to control you. And this is an area of life. Wow, so it's about change. So the ability to transform, take a big leap forward and rebirth. So like a phoenix. And I'm also getting that kind of same vibe from the from the autumn, when you when the leaves release their leaves and then come back in the spring for a rebirth. All right, so the future North Node energy for Gemini. Okay, beauty. So the future looks beautiful, or this is a time in the future where you can change and feel comfortable and confident with removing some type of mask, kind of being able to look in the mirror and see your true self, your true beauty, and show that to others. So the ability to transform and feel that. So changing something, and it looks like it's big because Pluto there, and then letting go, releasing something. So listen to the signs from God's Source Spirit, and the future is beauty. Should we get one more for Gemini? Just one. Okay, and travel. So travel can just be the life path, the journey. It can be movement forward. It can be travel. It can literally be traveling to beautiful places. It can be removing the mask and movement forward, removing the mask and trusting your journey. Alright, so that is what I have for Gemini. Thank you for watching. Up next is Cancer. Hi Cancer. Alright, we're going to look at what area of life is being affected the most for Cancerians during this Mars-Uranus and North Node conjunction at 18 degrees of Taurus for Cancer. For Cancerians, what area of life? Okay, Spirit Guardian of Winter, Retreat, and that's card number 38. 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11, I would say, is a number of, is a master number. So you may be seeing 1111 or 1111. You may be seeing 3s and 8s. But an 11 would talk to me about being a 10 and a 1. So 10 being a completion or an ending to something, and 1 representing a new beginning. This may be a time of retreating, maybe vacation, rest, rejuvenation. Spirit Guardian of Winter, it may literally mean wintertime for you, but I would also take it to be a time of reprieve, or a time where you're just taking the time to kind of hibernate, almost like a bear. Okay, so the how of this conjunction for Cancerians, the how. Okay, earth magic and fairies. So I'm going to look at the book on that one. You may be seeing lots of magical things outside in like the garden. Fairies and nature spirits are thought to be descended from early tribes, from Ireland, the British Isles, they were conquered and displaced, and they fled to areas where humans didn't venture. I'm feeling like that, you know, like they retreated. They ultimately became increasingly smaller and less visible in order to better hide themselves. They have assumed responsibility for the plants and the trees. They will help you if you ask them with your garden or yard. They also have the power of enchantment and shape-shifting. They appreciate it when we show them through our actions that we love the earth. And they can bestow a little of the earth magic upon us. It says you have the same power available to you as the fairies do. It starts with loving the earth through your heartfelt gratitude and appreciation, but more important, through your actions. The fairies can help you reconnect in a more intimate way with the earth, and all they require is your willingness to pay attention to the trees and plant life around you and demonstrate your care. Be especially attentive to your surrounding vegetation. Plant something, get your hands in the dirt. Do so with love and enthusiasm. Okay. Every flower, tree, or shrub you are tending is a living being, so treat each like you would a dear friend. Ask the fairies to help you take care of these friends, and you will be rewarded many times over. How interesting. So you may be maybe retreating somewhere and just really needing to get grounded, and that is going to like help you. It's saying like you'll get more from the earth by what you like give it or how you take care of it. Okay, what is the action? What is the Mars energy for Cancerians? What is the action? Okay, flow. So yeah, so wow, so retreat and earth magic and go with the flow. The flow, this can also talk about the flow of emotions. Cancer signs being kind of associated with the moon and emotions. You can see the moon there and the tides. What is the area of the breakthrough, or the Uranus energy for Cancerians? What is the area of the breakthrough for Cancer signs? Okay, the 7th house. This area of your life is about long-term, significant partners, romantic, business, or family. So you may want to retreat right now in some type of, really don't push, don't go against like the riverbank, or just to go with the flow, kind of get grounded and see what you can nurture, plant seeds for the future. And this area of the breakthrough is in partnership with either romantic, business, or family. Okay, what is the future North Node life path energy for Cancer? Okay, animals. Wow, so something really having to do with like the connection to the earth and animals. Something having to do with partnership Maybe this is some type of business or kind of like wildlife. Maybe like a camp. Looking at a cabin there. Animals, you may be getting signs, synchronicities, messages from like spirit animals. This may be a business or maybe like a farm. This may have to do with the flow like of water. You know that there's like drought in lots of places. Alright, so that is what I have for Cancerians. Thank you for watching. Next up is Leo. Okay, hi Leo. We're looking at what area of life is this Mars-Uranus conjunction at 18 degrees of Taurus with the North Node. Looking at this conjunction with Mars-Uranus and the North Node at 18 degrees of Taurus and how, let's see, the area of life is going to be affected for Leo. This is the area of life being affected for Leo. Okay, Pegasus, and that's transcending, and that's card number 28. 8, 9, 10. 10s are numbers of cycle completions or endings that usher in new beginnings. Transcending is a card of like ascension or kind of overcoming and kind of flying over drama. Okay, so the how of the conjunction for Leo. The how. Okay, summer solstice and radiance. And that kind of makes sense for Leos because you are, your tarot card can be the sun card in the tarot representing Leo. So your radiance, your soul, your vitality, by radiating your light, your life energy, then you can transcend. And I'm also looking at your radiance. It's like your, almost like your happiness, your brightness. Okay, what is the action? But the radiance, I think, too, is not just for yourself. It's like to share the light with others. Okay, what is the action? What is the Mars energy for Leo? For this conjunction, what is the Mars energy? What is the action for Leo? Just one. Okay, wow, power. So this card talks about like stepping into your power. I'm going to look at the card real quickly. It talks about this is your time to claim your power and step into your potential. It doesn't mean you won't be without fear. You may feel uncertain, but do it anyway. Be courageous. Let the world hear your voice. Take a stand. Stand up for yourself and others. Share your passion. Teach from the heart. Write, and your words will have great meaning. Hold your body as if you are incredibly valiant, noble, and brave. So something that you're going to shine your radiance on. Alright, the area of the breakthrough, the Uranus energy for Leo. What is the area of the breakthrough? Okay, Jupiter. Your confidence, your courage, your self-belief, and luck. So yeah, so Jupiter is big. Jupiter is a planet of luck. Jupiter in your confidence. So something that you're going to have a breakthrough in your self-belief. Okay, what is the future North Node life path energy for Leo? What is the future North Node life path energy for Leo? Okay, career. So wow, so this may be jumping into something because he's like taking this leap over here. And so transcending may be just like kind of looking past some kind of drama, or really going after what it is that you want to do, something that you're good at. Share your light and, you know, teach. It says teach from the heart, and so maybe that has to do with this career change or evolution, put you on the right path in the future. Alright, so that is what I have for Leo. Thank you for watching. Next up is Virgo. Hi Virgo. We're going to look at what area of life is being affected by the Mars-Uranus North Node conjunction at 18 degrees of Taurus. What area of life is being affected for Virgo? What area of life? Okay, Dragonfly Spirit change, and that's card number 12. 1 and 2 make 3. Threes are numbers of collaboration, working together, of triangles. Now, Gemini got that card as well. And I do know that coming up right after the conjunction on August 3rd, Mercury enters Virgo. Mercury is the ruler of both Virgo and Gemini. Okay, what is the how for Virgo? What is the how of this conjunction for Virgo? How is it affecting Virgo? Okay, river and movement. So, some kind of change with the movement of something. Maybe something's going to get going, something's going to get moving. Okay, what is the action? What is the Mars energy for Virgo? Okay, power. And Leo got that card. The power card talks about stepping into your power, teaching from the heart, standing, holding yourself up like you are incredibly valiant and brave. It asks you to take charge and to kind of like go ahead and do something, even though you may be feeling like nervous about it or fearful. Okay, but that looks like the action. What is the area of the breakthrough of the Uranus energy of this conjunction for Virgo? What is the area of the breakthrough? Okay, Capricorn. The energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. So you may be dealing with a Capricorn, or this may have to do with work and or your ambition. So there's some type of breakthrough, some type of change. So really those cards together, change, power, and this having to do with a breakthrough and movement. So it looks like movement, definitely movement forward. What is the future North Node life path energy for Virgo? What is the future North Node life path energy for Virgo? Okay, freedom. So there's something that was maybe restricting your freedom before, and this conjunction is bringing about the change that's going to kind of allow you to move forward. Even if you have fear, you can find the courage to kind of do it anyway. And it's going to push you forward in something that is serious, materialistic, hardworking, shrewd, and cautious ambition. So something that is going to require those traits or characteristics, probably having to do with something that you want to achieve, or like climb the mountain. Capricorns are known to kind of beat the goats at the top. So that looks good. The cards to me look like change and movement, definitely, but you have the power to kind of do this and break free. So it looks great. All right. Thank you for watching. Next up is Libra. Okay, hi Libra. We're going to look at which area of life is being the most affected by this Mars-Uranus North Node conjunction at 18 degrees of Taurus. For Libra, what is the area of life being affected? For Taurus. Oh, not for Taurus. For Libra. Okay, air spirit knowledge. And that's card number 1. Ones are numbers of the self, of the life path, of the journey. You can see she's there on a boat shaped like, I think, like a swan. And she's following, looks like she's following orbs or releasing orbs. So there's some type of knowledge. So you learn something. The how for Libra, what is the how? For how is this conjunction going to affect Libra? How is this conjunction going to affect Libra? Well, and I never noticed there was a little deer right here in the corner of this card. It's really hard to see, and if I bring it closer, it probably gets more blurry. Just trust me, there's a little deer right in the corner of that card. That may be a message for someone. You may be seeing deer. Okay, what is the how? You may be receiving messages. The how for Libra. Okay, so eagle, communion. And there's another animal there, an eagle this time. So communion with nature, communion with spirit, communion, maybe prayer, talking with your ancestors. But spirit messages can be coming through animals for sure. Some type of knowledge. And how, so some type of knowledge is the area of life being affected, and how is through communion. Eagle can also be seeing things with like an eagle eye, so like maybe like a different perspective, or from like a higher perspective, seeing the bigger picture. Okay, what is the action or the Mars energy for Libra? What is the action for Libra? Okay, potential. So learning some type of potential learning, something new, learning. Potential is a card of I'm hearing like this or that is true. So potential, there's potential growth or potential this looks like, I believe it's a volcano at rest. I'm gonna look at the book. Yes, it's a volcano at rest. The card appears when you are ready to activate your potential and step into your strength. This is a time to activate those gifts that you've had on the back burner in your life. You have incredible untapped potential. This is a time to allow it to flow. An inner wellspring of power is emerging. You have a profound spiritual power that is deep within you. Do not doubt your great authority and capabilities. A dormant volcano might indicate that you have uncomfortable emotions that you are repressing or keeping inside, thus creating emotional stress and inner pressure. It can also mean that you are on the verge of a great expansion of energy and life force. Okay, and that was the action. So the action is step into your potential. You have that ability, so maybe you learn something during some type of meditation or prayer, you know, with God or spirit, some kind of communication, maybe with your ancestors, spirit, animal messages. The action is to kind of, you know, step into your potential. All right, the area of the breakthrough for the Uranus energy for Libra. What is the area of the breakthrough for Libra? Just one. What is the area of the breakthrough? Okay, Capricorn. The energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. So there's some type of potential here, and potentially this conjunction energy is going to kind of help you learn something. And the area of the breakthrough is going to be maybe on work or on like achievement, success, climbing to the top of the mountain. The Capricorns are known as hardworking, like goats at the top. Serious, materialistic, hardworking, shrewdness, and cautious ambition. So may trigger something, some kind of knowing or knowledge, new education or new although this one did say both of these kind of talk about like the past, like it's been in you, some inner wellspring, some inner knowledge that you've had for a long time. And that communion card does talk about prayer and meditation and connecting with God, Source, Spirit, and your ancestors. Okay, what is the future, the North Node Life Path energy for Libra? What is the future North Node Life Path energy for Libra? Okay, strength. Having the strength and the courage to do so, to really, to know that you have it in you, that you've been maybe receiving the messages from God, Source, Spirit, from spirit animals. You may have been seeing cats, maybe even wild cats, butterflies. I'm not sure what this is on her head. If she's got like a bird, or if those are antlers. But then again, the eagle, the deer, the goat, you may be just seeing animals. You may be receiving messages. You may be seeing orbs. But having the strength to kind of jump into that potential. Alright, so it looks good, Libra. Thank you for watching. Next up is Scorpio. Alright, hi Scorpio. We're going to look at what area of life is being affected for Scorpio. This Mars-Uranus North Node conjunction at 18 degrees of Taurus is going to be directly opposed to your Scorpio sun sign. So it may affect you. Mars-Uranus North Node conjunction. What is the area of life for Scorpio being affected? Okay, Bluebell Fairy Gratitude. And that's card number 6. There's a stag there. And lots of bluebells. Looks like some types of, I don't know, all those sparkles make me think of blessings. So the area of life being affected, you may feel lots of like newfound gratitude. What is the how for this conjunction? How is this conjunction going to affect Scorpio? How? Okay, fog and veiled. So right now, you may like not be seeing things clearly. There's kind of things like there's confusion, maybe things beneath the veil. The area of life that's going to be affected is gratitude. That's card number 6. 6s are numbers of love, balance, the Lover's card, equality, give and take. So this may have to do with another person, a partnership of some kind. Something is veiled, and so the how this conjunction is going to affect you. Maybe something becomes visible. What is the action? Or maybe you're grateful for something staying veiled or becoming veiled. What is the action? What is the Mars energy for Scorpio? Okay, voyage. This can be a real life, like travel, a voyage somewhere physical, and it can also be like an inner sojourn or your life path, and kind of like talks about what do you want it to look like, and kind of visualize it first, but kind of make it happen. And that this card answers the question, the action for the Mars energy. So you may be kind of confused as to where this path takes you. This conjunction may kind of lift that veil a bit, and you may be able to see, so that you may be grateful for that. It's the area of the breakthrough. What is the area of the breakthrough or the Uranus energy for Scorpio? What is the area of the breakthrough? Okay, Aquarius. This energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. So, technological, this may have to do with kind of like social media, electricity, freedom. It could even have to do with like social justice. Okay, what is the future North Node life path energy for Scorpio? What is the future North Node life path energy for Scorpio? For Scorpio. Okay, love. So, perhaps the future, either you find love, you find self-love. This is the future energy. So being grateful for some kind of confusion, maybe being lifted, finding the path, something having freedom, loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. It could be finding someone or something you love on through social media. And having some type of breakthrough. I think it's suddenly. Maybe even at some type of like music event, musical kind of like, a rave or some type of concert. Okay, so that is what I have for Scorpio. Thank you for watching. Next up is Sagittarius. Hi Sagittarius. We're going to look at what area of life is being the most affected by this Mars-Uranus North Node conjunction. What area of life is being most affected for Sagittarius? Okay, Bluebird Spirit, Happiness, and that's card number 7. Number 7 is a number of spirituality and connectedness to God's Source Spirit. So this may have to do with your happiness or your joy and your connection to Spirit. What's the how? How is this going to affect Sagittarius? The Mars-Uranus North Node conjunction. How is this going to affect Sagittarius? Okay, Meadow and vulnerability. So those two cards are really pretty together. You see like the flowers and like the springtime and the blossoms. What is the action? What is the Mars energy for Sagittarius? What is the action? Okay, security. Security is, this card talks about no matter what is going on around you. Hang on. I think I dropped all the cards for Gemini too. Give me 1 minute. Okay, Sag, I'm back. So, security card talks about being safe and secure no matter what is going on around you. So, something may be kind of challenging you at this time, making you feel vulnerable, making you maybe feel your emotions are vulnerable. These two cards are good to get. The Meadow card, vulnerability. Why don't we take a look at that one in the book? Okay, so it's actually a good card too. It says you are in a place now where you can take risks with your feelings, and even more important, take risks with the truth of who you are, the truth you know in your heart and soul. You no longer need to be subjected to your conditioned fears of letting others know who you really are. And it says, yes, others may judge, evaluate, criticize, and perhaps even put you down, but trust that you have the strength to deal with these reactions rather than responding adaptively and always playing it safe. You can more confidently allow yourself to be vulnerable. Always holding back from expressing your truth can create an illusion of safety, but armed with your trust and your faith, you can choose to be vulnerable and share your authentic self with the world. So there may be some type of feelings that you have been kind of holding back to make you feel safe, but these cards are suggesting that this conjunction is going to make you feel safer in the future, but kind of expressing your true self and being vulnerable. Alright, the area of the breakthrough, or the Uranus energy for Sagittarius. What is the area of the breakthrough for Sagittarius? Okay, Gemini. The energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative, stimulating exchange as possible. So this may be having to do with the Gemini, and I did mention Gemini. I dropped, I think it was the first set of cards, so not the same deck, but you may be dealing with a Gemini, you may be dealing with a twin, you may be dealing with a sibling, you may be, this may be having to do with communication, since the area of the breakthrough is Gemini and can be communication, and here we have happiness and vulnerability and security. So maybe feeling secure when you speak up and kind of be yourself and communicate. What is the future North Node life path energy for Sagittarius? What is the future North Node, the life path energy for Sagittarius? Hang on, let's move the camera back. I don't know when that happened. Was it when I got the cards off the phone? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, the future North Node life path energy for Sagittarius. Just one, please, for Sagittarius. Okay, willpower. And I can't remember who got this. Yeah, I can't remember. Alright, so the willpower card talks about being tempted to stop something or tempted to drop something. She has the weight of the world in one hand and the moon in the other. Today I noticed that there is some type of like light connecting the two. Which made me think of the Taurus. There was a solar eclipse point at 10 degrees in late April 2022. So we may be feeling some of the similar energy at this time. So think back to what was going on during the solar eclipse in late April 2022. And or look at your chart where you have 10 degrees of Taurus. She also looks like she has kind of like black, I don't know, like black wings. So the future, the North Node life path energy is like having the willpower to do this, having the willpower to communicate truthfully, or having the willpower. Don't be tempted to kind of give up like your happiness. You know, you can be vulnerable and feel safe in that, no matter what is going on around you. Alright, so that is what I have for Sagittarius. Maybe having like the willpower to like do what makes you happy. But again, it has to do with your vulnerability. So your honesty, like to yourself, honesty with how you communicate. And your security, so no matter what is going on around you. Alright, so that is what I have for Sagittarius. Next up is Capricorn. Alright, hi Capricorn. What area of life is being affected by the Mars-Uranus North Node conjunction in Taurus? What is the area of life for Capricorn being affected? What is the area of life being affected for Capricorn for this conjunction? For Capricorn. Okay, Enchanted Fern Grotto and Refuge. Card number 16, 1 in 6 makes 7. 7s are numbers of spirituality and connectedness. So, the area of life of being affected is your refuge. So, your place you go to kind of relax, rejuvenate. How is this going to affect? How is this going to affect Capricorn? Okay, lotus flower unfoldment. So there's some type of changes, things unfolding. What is the action? What is the Mars energy for Capricorn? What is the action for Capricorn for this conjunction? What is the action? Okay, illumination. So you're being kind of illuminated to something. There's something that you're finding out, some kind of knowledge that's unfolding. And wow, and when you look at this card here, and she's looking at that like orb or that like dewdrop, looks like it has some kind of horse or Pegasus or unicorn inside. Some kind of magic, some kind of illumination to something. Okay, what is the area of the breakthrough? What is the Uranus energy? What is the area of the breakthrough? What is the area of the breakthrough for Capricorn? Okay, Chiron, your healing power, empathy, and ability to teach or learn remedies. So the area of the breakthrough, you may be healing something. There's some kind of unfoldment, some kind of illumination. You may be a healer. Or a teacher of some kind. It's the future North Node life path energy for Capricorn. for Capricorn. Okay, beauty. Gemini also got this card. So beauty, you may be surrounding yourself with things that are beautiful. You may be on some type of North Node, life path, things that are beautiful, things that you find beautiful, and or removing the mask, and that kind of goes along with the unfoldment there. So developments, kind of like removing a mask and kind of showing your true self to the world, your authentic self to the world, some kind of illumination. Maybe as some type of healer, teaching something. Let's do another one. The future North Node life path energy for Capricorn. Okay, career. So some type of like beauty career, whether it be like healing cosmetics or healing hair or healing some type of healing power, empathy, teaching, maybe teaching beauty tips, makeup tips, some type of how to be authentic, maybe life coaching or something like that. Alright, so that is what I have for Capricorn. Thank you for watching. Up next is Aquarius. Hi Aquarius, we're going to look at what area of life is being affected the most by this Mars-Uranus North Node conjunction at 18 degrees in Taurus. What is the area of life being most affected for Aquarius? Okay, Crystal Cave and Trust. And this card number 9. Nines are close to cycle completions or so close to endings. So something about your trust area of life. This can also have to do with like your manifesting capabilities, how you use crystals. Area of life being affected. Okay, how about the how? How is this affecting Aquarius? How is this affecting Aquarius? How is this conjunction affecting Aquarius? Okay, breath and forest. So that may be having to connect with nature, meditation, staying calm, having trust that you are being guided. What is the action? What is the Mars energy for Aquarius? Maybe taking time out to be out in nature, to go out and just fresh air. This is the first time I'm noticing it looks like there's a person there and like birds. What is the action? What is the Mars energy for this conjunction for Aquarius? Okay, stillness. I believe that Gemini got this card as well. So, stillness is being still and taking that time to be open to the messages from God, Source, Spirit. So trusting in that. What is the area of the breakthrough? What is the area of the breakthrough? The Uranus energy for Aquarius. What is the area of the breakthrough? Okay, 7th house. This area of your life is about long-term, significant partners, romantic, business, or family. So, being open to the signs of, and having trust that either maybe like 7th house energy, maybe meeting someone or meeting people, or having to do with career, business. What is the future North Node life path energy for Aquarius? The future North Node life path energy for Aquarius. Okay, friendship. So yeah, so have trust that God, Source, Spirit, that in this stillness be open to signs from Spirit. Friendship, this card talks about meeting the people that are right for you, but this friendship card also talks about meeting like soulmate, and or life partner. So being in the 7th house would be long-term, either romantic, business, or family, kind of long-term relationships. So paying attention to those messages, be open to the signs, and being calm and having that trust that you will be guided, and that this, does talk about the future. What is the future? What is the North Node? So look to where you have your North Node placements in your birth chart. Alright, so that is what I have for Aquarius. Thank you for watching. Up next is Pisces. Hi Pisces. We're going to look at what area of life is being the most affected for Pisces with this Mars-Uranus North Node conjunction at 18 degrees of Taurus. What is the area of life being the most affected for Pisces? Okay, toadstools and growth. And that's card number 44. So you may be seeing repeating 4s. 4s are numbers of stability, security, building something on this solid foundation. 44 is a master number, so you may be seeing multiple, either double, triple, quadruple 4s. Something having to do with growth, or what is the how? How is this conjunction affecting that area of life for Pisces? How is this conjunction affecting Pisces? Okay, solitude and island. So there may be some type of growth in something. There's solitude. Solitude may have been like a time of kind of like sticking to your ideas, your thoughts, your inner knowing, and that may bring about growth. So that's the how. What's the action? What's the Mars energy for Pisces? You may experience growth like on your own. The solitude card also talks about being like all one with the Creator. You're never alone. What is the action with Mars energy for Pisces? Oh my goodness, these cards. Okay, so you got delight. Hang on one second, I'm going to pick up the rest of the cards. Okay, Pisces. So you got delight, and this card talks about spending time with others, with groups of people, having delight. Clap your hands. Don't sign any contracts. This is a time to be kind of like madcap and spontaneous. So yeah, so you might experience growth, kind of maybe like doing what you want to do, or you know, spending time in community with others, but also not making any real long-term like decisions at the moment. Kind of doing things kind of maybe freelancing or spontaneously, just because this card does talk about not signing any contracts. You may not want to make any kind of promises right now that you might not be able to keep. What is the area of the breakthrough? What is the Uranus energy? What is the area of the breakthrough for Pisces? Hang on. Okay, Pisces, the card that landed on the floor was the Pisces card. This energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. So, the area of the breakthrough is with yourself. In yourself, it is having to do probably with your love, with your compassion, with your forgiveness, either forgiving yourself or forgiving others, and or the forgiveness that you receive from others. The area can be a breakthrough in confusion. Let's do one more since that one fell on the floor. The area of the breakthrough for Pisces. It could be you're the one that's having the breakthrough. Okay. I was going to say maybe in the way that you're thinking. So the 9th house, broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. So the 9th house is, probably look at that in your birth chart, look and see what placements you have there. But it is a card of travel. It is a house of maintaining like spiritual connectivity. So that going within and kind of spending time on your own, but knowing that you are not alone, maintaining that contact with God's Source Spirit. You may be growing spiritually. This can also be knowledge academically, so higher learning. So yeah, but with that solitude card there, it looks like it might be spiritually, unless you're traveling to an island. Alright, next we're going to look at what is the future North Node life path energy for Pisces. What is the future North Node life path energy for Pisces? Oh wow, okay, empowerment. So that's a good card to get. Kind of listening to your own inner wisdom, maintaining that spiritual connection. You are experiencing growth in like your self-empowerment. So yeah, so it looks good for Pisces. Thank you for watching. That brings us to the end of our Mars-Uranus North Node conjunction reading. I hope that everyone stays grounded during this time and connected to God's Source Spirit. Just keep calm, and hopefully it's you know, not too difficult in energy. Hopefully we can grow and learn and, you know, be on the right path. So good luck to everyone. Let me know in the comments if it resonates and how the conjunction is treating you. I would love to know. Alright, so take care, and I will see you all again soon.